Hello guys, welcome back to this new video. In this video I will redo the series I did before, and it's about Dexus Studio. We will I will explain everything you need to start with Dexus Studio, mostly building wise, and after this I will also do some building tutorials. But first we are going to do some advanced Roblox Studio tutorials that once we are done with the series you can actually use everything, you know what everything is, and I'll go into detail with them. I did a series before this one, but right now I can edit a bit more and I know a bit more, so I can explain you much more than I could before. And I also know now what to explain and what you guys want to learn, so yeah, let's get right to it, to video 1. So now let's start right away with the home menu. You have clipboard, tools, terrain, insert, edit, test, settings and team test. The first thing that you will see is the clipboard. This is very easy, so say you spawn in a part like this, over here at insert, you have a part. I will remove this one. You have a part. You can basically use this to copy and paste. So copy paste, basically just copy and paste it on top of the other part. Then you also have cut, that will basically remove the part so that you can paste it again whenever you want. And then you have duplicate, it will basically duplicate the part where it is right now, so at this exact position, and then it just duplicates the part so you can move it from that position. So yeah, clipboard is pretty easy. Then you have tools that will basically have select, move, scale and rotate. You can also use Ctrl 1, 2, 3 and 4 to switch between them. That's the keybind to use this faster. So let's spawn in the part again. Then select, basically you can select your part and just move it around the world. I don't use select too much, I just use select when I need to select some parts. Now move, scale and rotate will basically change everything you need for a part. So with move, you can move it left, right, front, back, up and down. With scale you can scale it wider, higher, and you can change the width basically at any side. And of course rotate will rotate your part. So that's pretty easy. That's basically all you need to work with parts. Now of course you can have a few keybinds that I'll explain right now. Okay, so a few skill options that are here is when you press Ctrl, you can basically select one side and it will also be go the exact other side. So basically what I mean with that is, say I select blue ones, then say I don't press anything, it will just go the way I select it, so it will just go right at this exact time. But say I want to scale it left and right at the same time, so I don't have to do this and then this. They can just press Ctrl and then boom, it will be the exact same size that you selected it from. So really useful tip. You can also use shift, that will basically make it bigger all the way, so left, right, up and down, front and back. Okay, we're gonna skip the terrain for now because I will make a separated video of that. We are now at the insert, and insert basically is very useful. You can basically get any shape you want, well in this case just only 4, but with this you can union and everything that I'll explain in a later video. So when you select this option, you will see the block, sphere, wedge and cylinder. With this you can create the basic Roblox buildings, but of course you can have much better shapes, but I will explain to you how to get them. You also have toolbox that will basically have a menu full of 3 models. At the start I would recommend you using toolbox just to learn and see how people build it, or say you are a scripter, then I recommend finding scripts for example, and then like look at the script and see how they did that, and maybe try to learn yourself of, oh okay, that's how it works. Building wise I would recommend using this at the start. Make sure you do not find a free model that has fires in it or something. Apart from that, yeah, I recommend once you go more advanced into a new game, say you really learned how to build for example, then I really recommend not using toolbox anymore. It kind of looks unprofessional when you use other people's models, and yeah, it just looks more professional, and you have a lower chance to get a virus in your game. So yeah, that is Toolbox, and then you also have GUI, what I will explain later. We are now at Edit. Edit is also something I personally don't use a lot. I do use Lock, but basically what this does is you can select a color here. For example, let's select green, and then you can select a material. For example, concrete, or I selected. I have no idea what it is, but concrete. And then once you spawn in your part, it will be concrete and this color green. Pretty useful, but I personally don't use it a lot. Now, what does lock do? Lock basically locks the part, so I can't select it anymore. For example, this base plate is locked. I can select it anywhere, but I can select this part. But say you have a huge sea, for example, and you have an island on there. And say you want to select a few parts of that island, but each time you select the sea, and that may be very annoying. So what you can then do is select lock, and basically lock the part. There you go. Now, as you can see, I can't select it anymore. I can't click on it. So yeah, pretty useful. Yeah, it's pretty useful. Then you can also ensure it, what is also very important. So now it is ensured. That will basically mean that it won't fall. Like it stays where it is. Say I unensure it, boom, it falls. So ensure is basically like glues the part where it is right now. So yeah, that's pretty useful. I really recommend every once in a while. I recommend, if you didn't do it already, ensure each part of your build, because say you spawn in and you have like 10,000 parts, it can really lag your game and crash your studio. So I really recommend you ensure your parts every time, and then, but of course parts that doesn't need and to be ensured, I will just leave them uninsured. But the parts that you do want to be ensured, just ensure them, and then you should be fine. So that was the end of part 1. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something, and let me know what you would like to learn in part 2. I do have an idea of what I want you guys to learn in part 2, maybe models, test, view and plugins. But yeah, let me know if you want something particular to learn. And please let me know if you liked this tutorial and if it was helpful. So yeah, like and subscribe if you can. I would really appreciate it, and have a nice day.